we are due for a big breakout game from Devin.
Yes.
The second half was a good, appetizer, but I think we're all still waiting on the entree. All right, we talked about Devin Booker. I want to continue down that path because, of course, he is tonight's big, bright, shiny star.
I'm a big, bright, shining star.
He finished with 35 points, 6 assists, 11 of 15 from the field. And Espo, you had mentioned he was 8 of 10 in the second half, right?
Correct.
In the first half, he had 7 points on 5 shots. And he finished with 35 points on 15 shots tonight. Ethical basketball, efficient basketball in the second half for Devin Booker.
Yeah. I kind of said it all already earlier.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a lot more efficient in the second half. He was more assertive. He played with purpose. I always talk about playing with purpose. You have to play with purpose out there, whether it's on offense, defense, moving the ball, setting screens, knowing what you were going to do. And Devin looked like he finally was able to tell where he was going to be able to get his spots. He didn't hesitate, and he played with purpose. And then that second half was huge, and it kept the Suns relatively in the game. I know they weren't super close, but it could have been a far worse if Devin doesn't do what he does. Again, I think he's starting to snap out of that little funk that he was in, and just in time.
It felt like in the second half, too, he found a way to balance, okay, I'm in this point book position, but I'm going to find a way to still be that cutthroat scorer that I have been. And that's a balance he's going to have to figure out how to strike the rest of the year unless they make some kind of move to alleviate him being the primary ball handler. And I think they got smarter, like we talked about, with the double teams, because we've seen how much that can frustrate him, but they kind of use the Clippers' aggressiveness in that against them in the second half, which hopefully is a plan that they can implement throughout games when teams try to throw that at him in situations where one of the big three isn't in there, and it can be more effective throughout. So.
The things that I did not like were in that first half, my bro, stop, jump, passing.
I mean, he had 6 turnovers.
It was not working out at all. 6 turnovers, as you said. Again, if you're going to be the primary ball handler most of the time, you've got to take better care of the ball. Those 6 turnovers were crucial, and you can't do that. And it's sometimes he loses. It's like he doesn't in the first half. It's like he doesn't think that the team is going to send doubles in the first half. And then when it happens, he's kind of surprised, damn, y'all already doubling right now? Even with Bradley Beal on the court. But until Bradley starts going apeshit, it's never going to stop, because Book is the primary. He's the heart of the Suns. You take out the heart, the team's going to die. Mm-hmm. And that's what every team has been trying to do basically all season long. And a lot of teams have been effective at it. So when they don't have the big three out there, that's what's going to happen. Book's got to adjust better earlier on and expect that to happen from the tip. No more waiting to see. No, it's going to happen. Just be ready for it.
Yeah. You played guard. How much of it is guys not rotating towards you as well when the double team happens? Because sure, he should be making the quick move, mm-hmm. but if the guys aren't in a position where he can get him the ball, I mean, part of it early on too?
The part of it that you're kind of alluding to, it's kind of correct, kind of not, is because he was waiting for those doubles to get too close to him, he was forced to make difficult passes, even if it was to an open guy. And because of those things, when you allow the defense to get closer to you, you are also signaling to the other defenders to identify where the closest guy is to get in those passing lanes. So when Book was jumping up to pass, he thought he was going to have his guy open, but he saw the defender right there, and then he was scrambling to try and find something else to turn over. So, but in the second half, he was seeing those doubles come further away, and he was able to get the ball out to that outlet guy first before the defender could recognize what was going on, and then swing the ball, and then the ball movement came back to him, and he was able to be assertive. So you got to be able to be smart enough to get the ball out of your hands sooner. And when I say the doubles, it's those are lengthy guys that are doubling him. So he has to throw it over the top, or he has to skip pass it over. It's very tough when you're Devin Booker trying to do that. So be ready. Be ready.
Yeah. Hopefully it's something they'll clean up. I mean, I think for a minute there, they were doing a lot better on cleaning up on the turnovers. Obviously, Kevin Durant being out is an adjustment for them, but they'll still continue to work on it because it's something they've put a lot of emphasis on, and they know it's one of their big issues this season. But I just wanted to give Devin a little bit of love. It had been a minute since we had named him our big, bright, shiny star, and I still think we are due for a big breakout game from Devin.
Yes.
The second half was a good, appetizer, but I think we're all still waiting on the entree, and it's due. It's coming. It's just a matter of time.